As most of you know who watch this show, we always start the show with some memorabilia, and I got some cool stuff today. Let's check this out. When I was at the game about a week and a half ago, I ran into a guy running through the gate, one of the security officer guys, who had been a fan as long as I have. And he was probably around my age, maybe a little older. And he was telling me, he says, you know what I still got? I still got this 1959 record album. And I said, stop right there. Me too. Here it is. Yeah, it's called Jackie Barnett Presents the Sound of the Dodgers. Had a lot of songs on it by Maury Wills. Vin Scully did some narrational stuff. Stubby K is in there. Jimmy Durante does a song called Dandy Sandy about Koufax. Pretty cool. 1959. I still got my copy. And it's a pretty good record. And most people know that one, or if they know about that one, they don't know about the other two. There was one from 81. I'll show that another time. Here's one from 77 they did called Inside Dodger Stadium. Still got my original shrink wrap on it. And this one had all kinds of narrations of things, stories about the current Dodgers of the day, including that guy right there, Steve Garvey. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But anyway, there's several records. And of course, most of you know I'm a record collector too. So there's 2 out of the 3 big albums that came out over the years about the Dodgers. Anyway, let's get this show rolling. Can I have a 5-count sinister countdown, please?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hit it. They're playing.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
It is. It is. They're back in town. The boys are back in town. Hey, everybody, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk. Wait a minute. Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And we're doing this show a couple times a week now. We used to do it about 3 times a week. I don't know. We'll try and do it a couple times a week. Today's the 29th of May, 2023. Our last show was on the 25th. This is the show where we show you some memorabilia. Yeah, once in a while we have a few things. I'll play you some home runs. I got 5 of them today. Check out an injury report. Got a little of that. We'll do some fun stuff, including some shout-outs, this date in Dodger history, some quick hit trivia, and maybe some baseball card pack breaks. Maybe that's next time. I don't know. We have to do that. And much, much more. Let's get to it right now. In the first game of the series against the Rays, Cooper Criswell got his first big league win. Yandy Diaz homered and drove in 2 runs. And Major League best Tampa Bay Rays beat the Dodgers 9-3 on Friday night. Boo! In the second game, Kershaw went on the bereavement list the previous Monday and following the death of his mother. He was activated Friday and gave up 4 runs over 6 hits over 5 innings. But the good news is that Freddie Freeman extended his streak, and we'll keep talking about that in a few minutes. And even better news, Max Muncy and Miguel Vargas homered in that game. And the NL West leading Dodgers beat the MLB best team in baseball, I guess, Tampa Bay Rays 6-5 on Saturday. Yes. I'll drink to that, okay? Unfortunately, the blue couldn't come through yesterday, but it was an exciting game. If you haven't seen it, I think I put the highlights in here. This is really interesting. Freddie Freeman finished 2 for 3 with 2 walks. He's now hitting .444 with 18 RBIs during his streak, even more than that, I think. Mookie Betts had an RBI single, and Freeman followed with a run-scoring double off Colin Posh. And Dodgers took a 5-4 lead in the 7th inning. Vargas added a solo shot. That was in the second game. Yeah. Yesterday, Chris Taylor homered twice. Max Muncy, Trace Thompson, J.D. Martinez also connected. And Victor Gonzalez was charged with the loss. But long game. I mean, all over one of their only 3-hour games this year, 11-10. Let's hear those 5 home runs by the Dodgers. So you don't hear 5 in a game. And 2 of those sets of home runs were back-to-back, back-to-back, and back-to-back. Check this out.
Chris Taylor, Max Muncy, and Miguel Vargas do up. And Chris Taylor ambushes the first pitch to left and gone. The lead lasted 1 pitch for the Rays as Taylor takes it out to left.
His nickname on the Dodgers is CT3. Chris Taylor is always carrying his glove. The bat can be streaky, but this pitch and the location is right in the sweet spot of his swing.
8th home run of the season for Taylor. And this one is hit deep to right on the very next pitch. Gone! Taylor and Max Muncy go back-to-back on consecutive pitches, and the Dodgers have a 2-1 lead. Thompson, who is 2-for-2.
Another trace.
It's a charge into this one, but Siri back now, turning back, and it's gone! Well, Trace Thompson making up for lost time. He hits a home run to straightaway center field. Wow. Did he get a hold of this?
Full extension, and look at that high finish that carried to straightaway center field.
JD Martinez, 2 out, no one on.
This one is hit well in the air to left. Martinez got it all. J.D. Martinez, and it's 10-9.
With a 9.
And this one is hit well by Chris Taylor. Gone! Back to back. For the second time in the game go the Dodgers. Chris Taylor's been involved in both of them. And it's tied at 10.
Woo! Woo! Whew, that's a lot of home runs. Tied at 10, and then the Rays won it in the 9th inning. But the Dodgers are now 32-22, still good enough for first place in the National League West. Wait a minute. Leading Arizona by 1.5 games. 4.5 over San Francisco, and 7.5 games over the Padres. All right. And some of the other news, well, okay, the Dodgers ran into the team with the best record in baseball, the Rays, over the weekend. We just talked about that. All right. Moves and injuries. Max Muncy left yesterday's game with a left hamstring cramp. Ooh, drink more water, Max. That's part of it. He began favoring the left leg during the 3rd inning of yesterday's loss to the Rays. Max was checked on by a trainer, but initially stayed in the game as he ran the bases. And in the bottom of the inning, Max was removed from the game with what the Dodgers called a left hamstring cramp. Ouch. Drink water. Muncy said he'd been dealing with the cramps over the weekend. He was still there? Wow. But he wanted to stay in the game. And once Roberts was informed, the Dodgers decided to remove Muncy from the game. Just, precautionary measure, I guess. And Muncy was supposed to get an MRI today, Monday. So fingers crossed he's all right. Max, drink some water. Stay hydrated, buddy. No more cramps. We need you. We need you to hit more of those home runs. All right, that was great. Here's an update. Some injuries going on. Julio Urias is going to be out for at least 1 more week. And Dustin May is going to be out at least until after the All-Star break. Ouch, that hurts. But we need those guys back. Hey, think of it this way. Dustin May stays out a little longer. Julio stays out. Let them rest. They'll be stronger into September and October, right? Right? I think so, right? Yeah. All right. Hey, that's the way Kirsch has been doing it for years. Don't tell him I told you that. All right, it's time to do some fun stuff. I've got some shout-outs, everybody. Here are some more folks who've chimed in recently, or not so recently, on our Facebook page. Let's see if we got these right. Guillermo F., Ken H., Mary C., Marco C., Bertha M., Cheryl C., John D., and you and me, and B. Fox, because he is El Zorro. Shout-outs to the house. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends to watch, too. Like us on Facebook, and hit the subscribe button in YouTube if you're watching us right there now. And we're always talking Dodgers in here, so come on in anytime you want. We'll play some Dodgers and hang out, play some home runs for you, whatever. We play requests. Got any home runs from the last 15 years or so? Let me know. I'll play some famous stuff, whatever you want. If you got email, toss it into the email bag at LetsTalkDodgers@gmail.com, or you can write to us here on our Facebook page. We'll get the message. Let's do this date in Dodger history. Today is May 29th. I got 2 of them for you today. 2 of them. First one from 1979. On May 29th, 1979, you know what happened at Dodger Stadium? Dusty Baker, Rick Sutcliffe, speaking of home runs, Dusty Baker, Rick Sutcliffe, Steve Garvey, Gary Thomason, and Darryl Thomas, and Joe Ferguson, and Davey Lopes set a team record by hitting 7 home runs as the Dodgers crushed the Reds 17-6 that day. Wow. I think now the record's 8, but at that time that was the record. It was 7 in a game. That was pretty cool. Happened on this date, May 29, 1979. Got another one for you, a little bit more recent, and this is a neat one too. On this date, May 29th in 2000, that's only, 23 years ago. At the tender age of 104 years young, the oldest living Dodger fan made his first visit to Dodger Stadium, wearing a jersey with the number 104. He was a World War I vet named Fred Roberts, and he was cheering on the team as Sean Green's 6th inning grand slam helped beat Al Leiter and the Mets 4-1 that day. Way to go. Thanks for cheering us on, Fred Roberts, the oldest, at that time, living Dodger fan. I'm sure he's gone now, long gone, but he'd be 126 or something now. But 28. But how cool is that? That happened on this date in 2000, May 29th, 2000. Also today, there's a birthday in the Dodger family that I know about. There may be a few others. I haven't looked them all up. But today is the 47th birthday of Jerry Hairston Jr., J-Hair. On the Sportsnet LA cast, we see all the time on the Dodgers flagship TV station. So happy birthday, J-Hair. Hope you're watching. Probably not. He now roams the broadcast crew of Sportsnet LA for our Dodger flagship, as I said. Cool guy, apparently. That's what everybody says. And I'd love to meet him someday. I haven't been to the stadium and never seen him there, but he last played for the Blue in 12 and 13, so he's been out of the game for a while. But turns 47 today. Way to go, Jay Hair, making it to 47. 3 more years of the big 5-0, pal. Looking good. He can still swing a mean bat, too, I bet. Always plays in those alumni games, right? Yeah. All right, let's do some stats today. Freddie, as we mentioned, is still on fire. Freddie Freeman's 18-game hitting streak is still going on. It's a season high for the team and the current longest active streak in Major League Baseball right now. Way to go, Freddie. We mentioned earlier during the streak he's hitting like 444 or something crazy like that. Right now he's hitting 335 overall. He's scored 44 runs and leading the team with hits with 72, 22 doubles, and 6 stolen bases. That all leads the team. Way to go, Freddie Freeman. Stay hot, buddy. Stay hot. All right, other stat of the day. Well, we got our Jack in the Box watch on Jumbo Jacks, don't we? Well, the team lost yesterday, but they still struck out about 12 guys. So when the pitching staff does that, you get to benefit, and so do I, because you get free Jumbo Jacks with the purchase of a large drink at Jack in the Box. And they did it yesterday. Right now, the Blue have turned the trick up to now 20 times in 54 games, which means they're doing it at a 37% clip. And that's with a 33% of the season already played. So that's pretty decent. And whenever the pitching staff gets 10 or more Ks, all you do is you walk in any Jack in the Box in LA or Ventura counties, and you say, give me the Dodger deal, please. And when you buy a large drink, you get a free Jumbo Jack. So that's pretty cool. So don't forget to do that sometime today, because yesterday they lost, but they did the 12 strikeouts, I think so. All right. Let's do some quick hit trivia. Got an easy one for you today. Can you, this is for all the older guys out there like me that remember this, or if you know your Dodger history. I bet my friend Roger knows this one. Yeah, he does. It's easy. Here's an easy cupcake for you. Can you name the LA Dodger who was a 6-time Gold Glover at first base from 1967 to 1972? No multiple choices this time. You either know it or you don't know it. Answer in a few minutes. Let's see what else we got for you. Let's get you out to the ballpark. Dodgers are back home now, and they're going to face the Washington Nationals, so that's a good thing, right? They're back home. Need some home cooking. Monday night, yeah, it's today, Memorial Day. Bobby Miller, I'm going to have my hot dogs rolling with this one. Bobby Miller, 1-0 with a 1.80 ERA. Are you bleeping me? Yeah. He's going up against Trevor Williams, 2-2 with a 4.32 for the Nats. 6-10 game. That's in a little less than 3 hours from now. Trevor Williams is 2-2 with a 4.32 ERA. 6-10 game on Sportsnet LA. All right, so don't miss that one. Tomorrow's game, Tuesday, Catman, Tony Gonsolin with his 2-1 record and his 1.82 ERA. There's 2 guys back-to-back with 1.8s. That's crazy. Bobby Miller's 1.80. Tony Gonsolin, 1.82. Tony goes tomorrow against Jake Irvin. Irvin's 1-2 for the Nats with a 5.32 ERA. That's a 7-10 game. All right. And now you know what I missed? I missed the last game here. It's Noah Syndergaard on Wednesday. Let's check out what time that one's going to be. They're all 3 different times, I think. Or let's see. Is Wednesday's the 7-10er? Let's take a look. Wednesday is it's different. Let me write that down. It's a 6-10 game on Wednesday. So let's go. Let's put that in there. 6-10. All right, we got that one in our notes, so we don't want to mess that up. It's Noah Syndergaard, 1-4 with a 6.27 ERA. He needs to get some, backing for that, and he has to get his pitches located a little bit better, I think. He's got a 6.27 ERA, not good. Patrick Corbin is going for the Nats. He's 4-5 with a 4.88, and that's not characteristic of him either. He's having a rocky year, I guess, too. No pun intended. That's a 6-10 game. So you actually have 2 different game times, 3 dates. Monday's game tonight, 6:10. Wednesday, 6:10. Tuesday, 7:10. Tomorrow with Tony, 7:10. All right. Wednesday is Noah Syndergaard and Patrick Corbin, and that's at 6:10. Okay, and that's the getaway game, I guess, for the Nats. And then guess what happens after that? They have an off day Thursday. We'll be back probably Thursday. But Friday, the Yankees come to town. Woo! They're having a rough year, but we'll talk about them on Thursday. All right, let's give you the quick hit trivia answer. A few minutes ago, we asked the question, a real easy cupcake one for you. Can you name the LA Dodger who was a 6-time Gold Glover at first base from 1967 to 1972? And the answer is, I see you and you and you and you and you got it. I know Roger got this one. If you were around and you watched the team during those lean years in 67 to 72, ooh, they were pretty nasty. You have to know that old 28 himself won all those Gold Gloves, 6 in a row by Wes Parker. Extra shout out to Emma. Emma has a Wes Parker jersey, a 28 jersey, and Wes Parker signed it. I saw it myself. Got a picture of it too. Anyway, way to go anybody who got that one. And yeah, Wes Parker's still around. Met him a couple times. Cool guy, wonderful guy, very nice man. And he still works a little bit for the Dodgers, does some guest work once in a while. But guy's a tremendous dude. He should have, he stayed in the game only until he was in his early 30s. He could have played another 4 or 5 years. He was great. But stuff happens. All right. Let's see. Let's move it on here. Don't forget, you can view and hear post-game interviews and other great places online. You can get great videos at the SNLA website at sportsnetla.com. They have a lot of interviews up. They have a lot of different kinds of things going on. They have some backstage Dodger clips, all kinds of stuff. And don't forget to listen to all those other great Dodger podcasts that are out there. And like I said earlier, if you're watching from outside California and miss the local interviews pre- and post-game, because they don't get them on the MLB TV feeds, you can actually pick up the Dodger Talk shows from radio, from the iHeartRadio app, or just go to Dodger Talk wherever you get your apps, wherever you get your podcasts, and David Vassay is on there all the time, so you can catch those. Also, don't forget, I tend to put in some pretty cool Dodger content about the team on our Facebook page, and you can see it whenever we win, usually. I always put in the highlights after a win. After a loss, not so much unless it's a crazy game like yesterday. I put that one in there because there was so many home runs, you couldn't even keep track of them all. And so we try and do that for you whenever we can. As I said earlier, the next show, probably Thursday, the off day, before the Yankees come to town. So don't forget to come back here on Thursday after we blow out the Nats, okay? Go Blue, blow out the Nats. And I want to hear this song 3 times in a row at Dodger Stadium, at least this week, maybe more. And we'll see you next time right here on Let's Talk Dodgers. Hit it, Randy. Randy Newman. I love L.A. I love L.A. Go Blue. Yeah, we do.